Imagine a world where happiness is not just an emotion, but a state deeply woven into the fabric of the universe. And what if the same principles that govern the behavior of the smallest particles in existence, particles that defy common sense and logic, also shaped our experience of joy? Today, in this documentary, we explore a groundbreaking idea. Happiness may be more than just a fleeting emotional state. It might be connected to the mysterious and fundamental aspects of quantum mechanics. This journey will delve into how the principles of quantum theory can provide us with new insights into happiness. We'll explore how these seemingly complex scientific concepts may offer practical, actionable ways to transform your own life. Get ready to rethink everything you thought you knew about happiness.
The quantum world, a strange new reality. To understand the potential link between happiness and quantum mechanics, let's first understand what the quantum world entails. Quantum mechanics is the branch of physics that deals with the behavior of subatomic particles, things like electrons and photons. Unlike the predictable world we live in, the quantum realm is chaotic, probabilistic, and full of surprises. In the quantum world, particles can exist in multiple states at the same time. They don't have a definite location or behavior until they are observed. This reality, which seems to contradict our everyday experience, highlights the extraordinary nature of the universe at its most fundamental level. Atoms and electrons, the very building blocks of matter, behave in ways that we still struggle to comprehend. But how does this strange and unpredictable world relate to our happiness? Quantum mechanics teaches us that the universe isn't as deterministic as we once thought. Everything, even our emotions and experiences, could be part of a broader, interconnected reality governed by probability and potential. Quantum entanglement, the power of emotional connection. One of the most fascinating and baffling discoveries in quantum physics is quantum entanglement. When two particles become entangled, they remain interconnected no matter how far apart they are. What happens to one instantly affects the other, even across vast distances. This mysterious connection suggests that in the quantum world, space and time are not limitations. Now consider the human experience. Our emotions and happiness are often tied to others. Positive psychology studies reveal that happiness is contagious, spreading through social networks much like a ripple effect. When one person experiences joy, it often leads to increased well-being for those around them. This might reflect an emotional form of quantum entanglement. Our happiness becomes entangled with the people we care about, affecting them just as much as it affects us. Could it be that, much like quantum particles, our emotions are connected at a deeper level, influencing those we love even when we're not physically present? Studies in neuroscience suggest that empathy and social connections are crucial for our emotional health. This emotional entanglement, similar to quantum entanglement, could explain why shared happiness is often more profound than solitary joy. The observer effect. You shape your happiness. Another key principle of quantum mechanics is the observer effect, which shows that simply observing a quantum system changes its behavior. In the famous double-slit experiment, particles behave like waves when not observed, but when they are watched, they behave like particles. This experiment teaches us that observation has power. It can shape reality at the most fundamental level. How does this apply to happiness? In the realm of positive psychology, the observer effect is mirrored in the concept of mindfulness and cognitive reframing. By observing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, we have the power to change them. Research shows that individuals who practice mindfulness, becoming aware of their emotions without judgment, are more likely to report higher levels of happiness and emotional well-being. The way you observe your own life, whether you focus on the positive or dwell on the negative, directly influences your happiness. Just as particles shift behavior when observed, your emotions shift based on where you place your attention. In a sense, you are the observer of your own emotional quantum field, and your focus determines the outcome. Quantum superposition, the multiple states of happiness. In quantum mechanics, particles exist in a state of superposition, meaning they can be in multiple places or states simultaneously until measured. This concept defies our everyday logic, where objects can only be in one place at a time. However, the idea of superposition can provide a new perspective on human emotions. Happiness is not a one-dimensional experience. At any given moment, we can feel a blend of emotions, joy, excitement, contentment, and even sadness, existing simultaneously within us. Just as quantum particles can exist in superposition, our emotional states can coexist in complex ways. Psychological research supports this idea. Studies show that people who experience mixed emotions, such as feeling joy during times of hardship or gratitude in the face of challenge, often report higher levels of life satisfaction. Understanding happiness as a superposition of multiple emotional states allows us to embrace the full spectrum of human experience rather than chasing after a single, elusive emotion. Quantum potential, infinite possibilities for joy. Another key concept in quantum mechanics is potential. In the quantum realm, particles exist in a state of probability, with multiple potential outcomes until they are observed. This same idea can be applied to happiness. Just as particles have infinite potential states, we too have the potential to experience happiness in many forms. Our emotional state is not fixed. At any given moment, we have the power to choose how we respond to the world around us. The idea of quantum potential suggests that happiness is always within reach, waiting for us to observe and cultivate it. It isn't determined by external circumstances alone, but by how we perceive and react to those circumstances. This concept is backed by research in positive psychology. Studies have shown that practices like gratitude, mindfulness, and acts of kindness can significantly boost our sense of well-being. These activities tap into our inherent potential for joy, much like how a quantum particle collapses into a particular state when observed. By consciously choosing to focus on positive aspects of our lives, we bring the potential for happiness into reality. Coherence, achieving harmony in mind and body. In quantum mechanics, coherence refers to the harmonious alignment of particles, where they work together in unison. This idea of coherence is mirrored in human biology, where emotional and physical well-being are deeply interconnected. Research in neuroscience and psychology shows that when our minds and bodies are in alignment, when our actions reflect our core values and beliefs, we experience greater happiness and resilience. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, and mindfulness help create this state of coherence, aligning our physiological and psychological states. Much like quantum particles, we thrive when we achieve a state of harmony. When our thoughts, emotions, and actions align, we experience what some call flow, a state of complete immersion and fulfillment. Achieving this coherence is key to unlocking deeper, more lasting happiness. Applying the quantum principles to happiness. So, how can we use these quantum principles to improve our daily lives? The first step is awareness. Just as the observer effect changes particles, our focus changes our emotional state. By practicing mindfulness and gratitude, we can shape our experience of happiness. Next, understand that happiness is a superposition of emotions. It's not about eliminating sadness or discomfort, but learning to balance and embrace the complexity of your emotional state. Finally, tap into your quantum potential by recognizing that happiness is a choice, and you have the power to cultivate it through intentional actions. The science is clear. Happiness isn't a fixed trait, but an ongoing process of aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions in ways that promote well-being. Here is the content provider of this channel, Todd Allyn, with some final words on this topic.
Now that we've explored the quantum dimensions of happiness, it's clear that joy is not just a fleeting feeling. It's a deeper, more profound experience that can be cultivated by understanding the universe at its most fundamental level. By embracing concepts like emotional connection, mindfulness, and the limitless potential for happiness, we can reshape how we experience life. Happiness isn't just something that happens to us. It's something we can create. If you're ready to take control of your happiness and to transform the way you experience life, schedule a free call with me. Let's start your journey toward lasting joy and well-being. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and be happy.